my god.
I'm the cool kid from the block, yeah. I'm the one calling all the shots. Whether you're ready or not, I'm about to plant it, drop. Go left, go right, working up my appetite. No fork, no knife, having dinner with my eyes. So sweet, so nice, have a slice of apple pie. Wanna see my mind, baby, you just join my ride. Getting ready for the weekend, popping bubbles through the ceiling. Sure, I got dough, but don't need it, 'cause all I want is your healing. Your healing. I'm the cool kid from the block. I'm the one calling all the shots. Whether you're ready or not, yeah. I'm about to pump this place up. I'm the cool kid from the block. I'm the one calling all the shots. Whether you're ready or not, I'm about to plant it, drop. We're spinning on a loop all night. Ride his backseat while he eats my soup for lunch. Feeling dizzy, flying with Lucy in the sky. Think he likes me, but baby, I just do this for fun. Are you ready for the weekend? Popping bubbles through the ceiling. Sure, I got dough, but don't need it, 'cause all I want is your healing. I'm the cool kid from the block. I'm the one calling all the shots. Whether you're ready or not, I'm about to plant it, drop. Yeah, I'm the best you ever had.
Oh, I just started it without you being ready. I was like, I'm sick of that.
He literally just said, let's just go from the best song in the...
Okay, good. You're working.
I'm working?
Yeah, for a second I thought you weren't.
That's good. I am working. That's very good.
Excellent. Surya, how has your work been?
Brendan,
How has your week
week
been?
my work has been work. I've been riding a lot of rides, actually. Week has been good. Nothing to complain about. Weekend, it was the first day at our first weekend at Wonderland. That was good.
It was really good.
Yeah, I mean, it was really
Seeing
cold.
Alpine Fury, the only good Fury out there in person was amazing.
Well, the slow Fury.
No,
slow
the
Fury.
fast Fury.
No, not constructed yet Fury.
The soon to be at least in the top 5 Fury.
At Wonderland, I agree. How was your week?
It was good. Documenting the construction is getting a little nerve-wracking, obviously, because we're now, we're literally 30 days till the event.
What day is it today? It's April 28th.
30th. It's April 30th, right, guys? It's
29th. It's the
29th. So exactly.
So I remember we were having a conversation mid-March, when we predicted they would be done,
Yeah.
we said starting
Monday.
May. Yeah, everything happens on Mondays, guys. Monday.
We drink a lot of Coke Zero. Sorry for the little...
We do drink a lot of Coke Zero, and some of us weren't prepared to start right away, but
Oh, I'm sorry. He was into the song, and then I was like, the intro to our podcast is like 10 minutes long.
Yeah, you know what? We have to kind of fix that. No, okay. Right off the bat, it was opening weekend at Wonderland. Okay, season pass preview, and then one of the bank days on Sunday. But how was your season pass preview? Because you were there all day as a guest.
It was great.
I had to work.
I hate cold weather, so I hated it. I loved being back, but that weather was way too cold for my liking. But, Alpine Fury made up for it.
Just even looking at it. Guys, if any of you guys have been in the park, this weekend, it looks nuts.
Yeah.
Up close. It looks crazy.
And the amount of work they're getting done even now is crazy. I always say this every year. Wonderland looks way more behind than they actually are, which is kind of an understatement right now because they are behind. But they are behind for a good reason.
Yes.
The weather was bad this spring, real bad. So they're in a little bit of a kerfuffle, trying to get set up and ready. But Alpine Fury looks really far behind to the average person, right? You look at it right now, and it doesn't look like it's opening until July. But I can tell you right now, I can say this, by the way, the park has a scheduled event for Alpine Fury 2 days before us, for some engineers and their media day as well. So it is still on schedule to at least be open around Victoria Day or our event. And obviously, we'll keep you guys posted on that. And at worst case scenario, I would suspect maybe a week or two delay.
Delayed, but
Yeah.
nothing crazy, nothing.
Yeah,
like,
no, not July, not August.
Yeah.
You want my honest? This is going in my construction update today, by the way, which there is. There's a construction update today, which is crazy because they worked in the storm. Well, before the storm.
Yeah, it was still pretty windy, and they were up there in the cherry pickers,
Yep.
which was cool.
Yeah, they got a lot done. That top hat will be done tomorrow. Will be done tomorrow.
Well, that means the
And watch there be like a huge storm tomorrow. It'll be done Monday. But essentially, I'm going to give you guys a little bit of tea. So essentially, what you're going to see happen is they're going to finish the top hat tomorrow or this week, and then they're going to start building. Obviously, anyone knows this isn't tea. This is not the part. They're going to start building the stall and the Icewinder roll, and then based off of, we did some math with the drone. We looked at all the supports on site, and then we looked at the animation. We are missing supports. We're missing just one more set of supports. So we saw the first shipment arrive yesterday, and
I'm sorry. Just support tonight. I wonder where the shipment came from.
probably Canada.
From.
Probably the U.S. or Canada. That being said, so the other shipment should be here soon, and then it's going to take about 2 days to finish what is left. So essentially, we should see them done around May 7th to May 9th. Alpine Fury should be done construction. And then you're going to see them essentially just full throttle. The station area in the construction update today, you're going to see it. It is moving along rapidly as well. Like, it's like,
it looks more than it looks like 70% done.
Yeah.
You know, even when you were there on the weekend, like a lot of it was done and like all the steel was up and everything was up, so it looks good.
Yeah,
It
and
looks big.
like they're able, if a park needs to get something open, they can cycle it very quickly. Like I heard it's like 1,200 to 1,500 test cycles it needs to do.
Yeah.
What? Yeah. What?
No. Yeah.
Is it? Oh, okay.
No. It is 500 cycles per train.
Per train.
Yeah. So 1,000.
Okay. Which can be done very quickly if needed. The hard part is just making like nothing going wrong, and that's for any coaster, by the way. That's not because this is anything, but that's the part. Like, do they need a trim brake? Is it too intense? Like,
But the cool thing is, even before they do that, and it is still part of the testing, like, you have to program the launch, right? Like, it's not just a set thing where the train will accelerate into the launch and then it just goes the same speed each time. No, those LSMs need to be programmed. They need to be on timers, and there needs to be location sensors and monitors all along the launch, to monitor where the train is, and all of that needs to be calibrated and stuff, which it sounds like a lot, and it is, but it's something that could even be done right now.
yeah. Which they're probably going to start doing as soon as they're done the tunnel work.
Yeah.
As you can tell, there's one piece of launch that hasn't been installed yet on Alpine Fury, and you explained in great detail what that piece probably is, so I'll let you.
I think that piece is transfer, because when we got the tour inside the launch, they had a bunch of gravel laid down so the machines could come in and out, moving other pieces of track segment and other heavy I-beams and equipment, and they put the gravel down so it doesn't damage the concrete. And right where the gravel went down, that is where the transfer table, like the track that slides into the maintenance bay, is going to go. And I believe that is what's left in the parking lot. So yes, the launch is done, but there is just one piece of transfer track that is sitting in the parking lot waiting to be installed until everything else, all the other steel work, is done, so they can remove the gravel and expose the footings and then put that last piece into place.
Yeah, so I'm not gonna lie, these next 4 weeks are gonna be very, very nerve-wracking. I think I'll have to make a decision by either the next Friday, or maybe the Monday, Tuesday after that Friday. I'll have to make a decision. So I will obviously let you guys know. The park is gonna obviously let me know as well. They have the event 2 days before mine, and they were like, if we need to move ours, we'll let you know. So I appreciate that. Yeah. So I'm trying to think if there's anything else I'm missing about Alpine Fury. I learned that Premiere watches all my videos.
And Intermountain Lift too.
And Intermountain Lift, yeah.
Quite a few
I got quite
people.
the audience for my construction updates.
I think that's all we'll mention about that.
Yeah. I won't go into detail about that. It's nothing like I'm not in trouble or any lawsuits or anything. But yeah, I learned that they watched my videos over the weekend.
Quite closely at that.
Within 24 hours of a video being posted, I got like 2 emails. But that was funny. So I did get with that. Obviously, that there's a reason I'm saying what I'm saying right now about the timeline of construction. So
It's not like, obviously everything is a little bit of speculation, but it's not like we're just making stuff up at this point.
yeah.
So
So with that being said, let's move on from Elpin Fury and go into what should we go? How was your opening weekend?
okay, so
I almost skipped you.
Yes, so well, you were out riding beautiful rides. You only
Was
rode
I?
one ride.
I rode one ride and it was with
me,
you.
so thank you for that. To get my Leviathan in, of course. No, I spent the weekend working, and unfortunately, or not unfortunately, but just how it works. Some of my rides, weren't ready yet, like Sledgehammer. So I was at Backlot, and that was a lot of fun. The weather and the temperature and the wind played some roles, and some rides not running to their full optimal potential. And I got to leave early both days. I was supposed to be open to close. I got to leave early both days, and I was able to ride Leviathan 8 times on Saturday and 8 times on Sunday, and that made me very, very happy. And obviously hanging out with my friends also made, me,
what the
made me
hell?
happy. Yes, it was
What the
nice to do a
hell?
tour around the park.
I noticed I have to hold my mic a little farther away
Oh, my
because
shouting?
we are 2 different talking volumes. This is perfect. Okay, I'm watching the audio right
bar,
now,
yeah.
so I don't want to go any higher than yellow. You're perfect. You're literally perfect. Okay, so do we just talk about it?
Well, I kind of want to ask you a question, though.
Oh my god!
I don't know if and I don't know how much you can say, but what did you genuinely think of the food? Because I've been very curious about this and I haven't gotten proper answers.
Oh, I feel like this year there's nothing different. Like it's the same food as last year. I liked the shrimp, which is weird to say for a theme
Yeah,
park.
and you don't really.
And
eat
I don't
shrimp,
like
yeah.
fishy things, and I liked the shrimp.
Okay.
I also like the rice. It's very Chipotle, actually. You get your black beans in it, and your same style of like their whole wheat rice. That was good. I find that their chicken is definitely, obviously they have to buy the cheaper kind of chicken. Like there's hardly any meat on it. But you know what's, this is going to sound really weird. You know what's really good? Lazy Bear's bun this year.
That's what a lot of people have been saying.
It's very good this year.
Yeah.
It's like a baguette.
It's better than the cornbread.
Yeah. So yeah. We celebrate the win.
We celebrate the bun, guys.
But obviously, Grace did say in the interview that this year was kind of, there was a few new items.
Yeah.
But 2026 was their focus on the new menu in 2026. The poutine is on the dining plan.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
Finally, after how many years?
Yes.
That is a good choice.
If they serve the same burger that we got served at Media Day at King's Feast, they advertised the King's Feast, it's like a real burger, like a handmade burger. Like it was like that thick, obviously smaller, like in like total size, but it was like a burger like that, and it tasted good. It was like a real burger. So if that's what they serve at King's Feast this year, then that might become the new best restaurant. Like truthfully, we all loved our burger. I'm trying to think if there was any other standout thing with the food.
Did they say any new funnel cake flavors or anything?
Yes, there's an Elpin Fury themed one. It's like
That's
red and
pretty
blue.
cool. Guys, I'm just learning this actually right now. I've been asking everybody, like, what was the food like? I'm very
The
concerned.
alcohol, in my opinion, like, and this is my opinion, like the alcohol is different for everyone. I literally felt like Wonderland was trying to get us drunk. And not Wonderland, because it was a third party. They actually have like a brewery again.
Okay.
It was pure vodka. It was a
For-
raspberry, a blue raspberry lemonade, blue raspberry, and
And this is for everyone over the age of 19.
some other red fruit. Raspberry and something blue.
Was it for Alpen Fury?
It was for Alpin Fury, and it was like, when I tell you, it was strong. like strong. So if you're looking to get drunk at Wonderland for a cheap buck, that is the drink to get. And it wasn't like they mixed it wrong because it was in the bottle. Like they poured it for us out of a can. So that's what the drink tastes like. And I was like, okay, if you want to get drunk, that's the one you want to drink. Anyways, we won't talk about getting drunk on the podcast. I think that's it for food. I'm most impressed by Spinnovator.
Oh, the way it looks?
Spinnovator was my favorite
good.
renovation.
It looks really nice, especially with the wood. I hope they keep it like that and they don't put a non-stick coating, like a slip coating on it.
I want to see more rides pastel colors now.
I think that's probably slowly because they did the Rage, right?
Yeah.
Like that looks nice. That fits in more, I think.
Yeah.
I would like to see Behemoth painted.
Eventually. We got other things to do, Surya, like remove Kingswood.
Oh, why would we remove that?
I don't know. Possibly for a hotel?
No. Actually, no. Nobody wants a hotel.
I do.
Like you're going to be renting out all the rooms.
What?
Coasters After Dark Hotel Edition. Is that something y'all want?
Would you guys pay an extra $50 for our Coasters After Dark?
No, a B&M wing coaster is going there.
The fly needs a retheme. But, okay. So, you guys know how much I love my hotel, and that I've been saying hotel in Kingswood.
Since 2015.
Yes, I've loved this idea of a hotel at Wonderland, and I'm gonna die with this. I'm gonna die with it. I'm going down with that shit. And I'm holding on to it. But if I, Brendan Cross of Amusement Insiders, is telling you that I now think that there is going to be a very big coaster in the back corner of the park where I thought a resort would be, I would believe that if I were you, because this was a hard pill to swallow.
No hotel.
Oh, it looks like Surya's getting his wish, and maybe, just maybe, by speculation, there could be a large coaster going back there. There's some few signs. There's a few things, and the construction updates are going to start. Unfortunately, not for a hotel.
No, fortunately, not for a hotel. Fortunately, for a real roller coaster.
Yes, screw everyone. Screw the hotel.
Yeah, nobody wants it. What would you prefer? Would you prefer like a 5,000-foot-long Intamin? Not saying anything like that, but would you prefer that or would you prefer a hotel? Nobody wants the hotel. Bring us the Intamin or B&M.
Not B&M. Stop it. Where did you go? Where are you? Like, hello? Where are you? You used to fantasize about Wicket Twister.
Wicket, that's a good ride,
yes.
but it doesn't exist anymore.
But now you are in love with these gracious slow-moving wing coasters.
Gatekeepers are a fantastic attraction. Guys, imagine Gatekeeper but 20 feet taller and with one more inversion.
Absolutely not.
Wouldn't that be great?
And you know what? If it wasn't for Trump, it would probably be a good chance we'd be getting that. But you know what? Guys, this is just a joke, by the way. The one good thing the man has done is grace us with no American manufacturer, no Premier and no B&M.
Okay. Let's just say 2027, there's a big roller coaster going there. What manufacturer, name the top 3 most likely manufacturers. Not what you want, but what you think is most likely.
Vekoma, Mach, and Intamin.
Vekoma, Mach, and Intamin.
What do I think it's going to be?
Mach.
Vekoma.
You think Vekoma?
I think Vekoma.
I guess there's some other evidence to back that up.
I just think it's going to be a Vekoma. If you're a Patreon and you've stopped me at the park, you might understand why I think that, but...
Okay. What high-intensity major thrill ride has Vekoma built? In the last ever. Let's figure this out, guys. Let's figure this out. What high-intensity awesome thrill ride has Vekoma built?
I don't know. What is intense by Vekoma?
I think the tilt coasters, maybe.
If they have good pacing. Did you see the Six Flags Qiddiya one testing? It was slow.
It looks slow going over that, but that inversion looks huge. So how tall is the one at Six Flags Qiddiya? I think it's 210 feet.
Ain't nobody said the Flash. Anyone who said the Flash, get out of chat now.
That has a self-recovery feature when it valleys.
We're going to need that in our 50s.
Oh,
man.
No, but okay. What's the biggest ride Vecoma's built? I think it's the new tilt coaster.
The tilt coasters, and that's what I think Wonderland's possibly eyeing. I think there's a good chance for that.
Really?
I
After
do.
Cedar Point just got one?
Yeah.
I don't think it's
The only
Vekoma.
reason that that might not end up being the case is the plot of land size is insanity that Wonderland's working with. If it wasn't for tariffs, I would honestly say that's an RMC location for sure.
That would be a good, like, out and back RMC, and you
Yeah.
can do a nice spaghetti bowl.
And I mean, there's a chance that Wonderland could just take the hit.
So if they're going to take the hit with RMC, there is a chance they can take the hit with B&M
RMC
too.
doesn't cost
I just wanna
$40
point-
million to build a good coaster. You're literally like, okay, can you imagine? Let's do the math here for a second.
Let's do the okay. Think about it. A B&M invert. Oh, I would never travel. I wouldn't travel for a year and a half.
That's so pathetic.
Okay. You should have seen him.
So
on
additionally,
Alpha Fury.
and by the way, this is if that man doesn't implement a 50% tariff out of nowhere because he's having a bad day. $10 million in additional charges on a $40 million purchase. I can't believe I had to use a calculator for that, by the way. That just hit me.
Yeah,
I am very tired today.
I'm just
10 million.
I'm just saying,
It's insanity. Who would pay that? No one.
RMCs don't work properly.
Well, Wonderland needs something intense. So, out of all coming back in, it's probably going to be Intamin, Vekoma, or Mock.
Now, in my opinion, if Wonderland was smart, we would get something very similar to Red Force.
Yes, I agree. Do we have the space for that now that we know that now that we think they're keeping Flight Deck?
I don't know. They need like maybe a 700-foot long straightaway. So I don't know from like
Going
where
into the,
yeah, we're
into the
going
neighborhood. Wonderland was here
put
first.
put it in the parking lot. I think if they got something like a Red Force, maybe not like as big as Top Thrill 2, but something that still went like, accelerated you to like 170 and then you go 350 feet up, that would be crazy.
Would they need that even with a spike?
To swing launch it?
Yeah.
Probably not that long.
Period.
But I don't know.
Imagine we got the better.
Top
Thrill
Thrill
2.
2. That's not happening.
We have no space for it though. Like literally, we don't.
And the amount of energy that would require, the electrical grid would definitely need like some major updates.
Yeah.
What kind of mock do you think it could be?
Extreme. If they're going
Extreme
mock,
spinner.
it has to be extreme spinner, maybe a Voltron style ride. But again, we're looking at Voltron. I think can fit into smaller plots of land. Like they could have made that work, even just in and around Flight Deck's queue line and Time Warp, and the little bit of the entrance area of Kingswood. I think we have to look at something that takes up a lot of land. So
A lot of land requires either multiple launches or a really big drop.
yeah. So like you're looking at like if I'm thinking about it, like it could also be any roller coaster with just a whole themed area.
What about like a mock hyper, like Hyperion or Hyperia, but obviously work out the kinks.
Why would we get another hyper? Or is that one invert?
It invert.
Oh.
No, it doesn't invert actually. Does it
Yeah.
invert? I don't know if it invert, but it's different. It's different than anything we have because it's more like ejector based. It's more the outward bank curves.
They need something like. The one thing I've noticed about Wonderland is they like their diversity.
All the flat rides do the same thing.
We're not
With
talking about flat ride.
diversity.
There's a reason the queue lines are shrinking. at
Leviathan, Behemoth, and Yukon Striker all do the same. Leviathan does it the best though. Leviathan.
Did y'all just hear that come out of his mouth? This is something
Shit.
that I've been trying to ingrain in that little forehead of his. Also, what do you guys think of his haircut? They
Not the
do
hairline,
all
the
do the
haircut.
same thing.
Okay, but Leviathan does that the best. Just saying.
Someone said Hyperia inverts, DC Rebels does not.
Hyperion inverts. There we go.
Yeah, the park needs a spinner. Can you imagine some Rockscapes rock work? Some
Nobody
Timber
wants
Kits
theming.
trees?
Well, there is going to be no Timber Kits trees.
You came
no
back-
Rockscape.
You came back from Universal Studios praising theming.
I did on Universal's level. Ain't no way. I love Wonderland. Ain't no way Wonderland is getting anything
You're
close
telling me
to Universal level.
You're
theming.
telling me you don't want one of those raccoons and bears from what was that boat ride at Cedar Point?
Yeah,
That just
that
do this.
does this.
I would kill.
Don't want something that does this.
You don't want the we're like.
And then when it rains, it starts short circuiting.
I would kill. You're flying through some rocks. You come into a little brake run.
So, you know, we can't pay an extra $10 million for a B&M, but we can pay $100 million extra for Universal level theming.
I didn't say Universal level theming. I just want one of those little, you pull into your little drop track. Picture it, drop track storage area, and this little beaver animatronic, that's slightly malfunctioning.
A beaver.
Yeah. Just picture it. Envision it, okay? And it's like, you darn messed up. It pushes down on a little dynamite thing and you drop.
Yeah. And that's what you want. I think at that point I'm gonna go ride Leviathan. That sounds terrible. What are you talking about?
Okay, but then you launch backwards and you're doing your little Surya inversions.
But you don't need theming if you can just do it really well. If they can do it Universal, yeah, that level of immersion is next level. But we are not spending $300 million on anything.
We will spend a $300 million budget on a beaver
so
if we want to.
So we can't spend $50 million on a B&M, but we can get a $300 million beaver.
Nobody wants it. Guys, chat. B&M?
A B&M invert. B&M invert.
Yeah, while we're keeping flight deck?
We can
what are they going to duel?
We can yeah. Laurent has 2 inverts. They have an SLC and a B&M invert. Why can't we have that? Why can't we just have a... Want a B&M invert?
You can go to Kings Island and ride their B&M invert.
Might have to.
We are going to get... What's that Bear Mountain coaster from?
Oh, no, that's a family ride. No. Okay.
Howdy, folks. Welcome to the Great North.
We're going to get Mystery Mine.
On this adventure, you're going to find Willie the Beaver. But be careful. He's up to no good.
Yeah, and the entrance is going to say Chicken Palace. We need another high-level thrill attraction. No theming. No. Wonderland's clientele do not care about theming. Vaughn teenagers do not care about any Willy the Beaver, or Willy Wonka, or any Chicken Palace. They don't care.
Why'd you look at me when you said Willy Wonka?
Because you're like Willy Wonka right now, and the mountain is your chocolate factory. They don't care. They want fast, tall, long.
Guys, I'm going to Universal with this guy, and as he's fangirling over the theming, I'm going to record every second of it.
Okay, but that's Universal level theming.
And who says we can't be a dollar store version of that?
Dollywood is a dollar store version. We can't be like Dollywood. You think we can be like Universal?
You're telling me you don't like the tunnel that's going to be bricks?
Okay. Wait. Genuine question. What is the most themed ride at Wonderland? Let's get into this.
Okay, this is a tricky one because I'm going to throw one at you. Snoopy's Racing Railway and Thunder Run.
Okay, I can agree with Thunder Run.
And then technically are the swans themed because you're in a swan in a pond?
So guys, look at Snoopy's Racing Railway, Thunder Run, and maybe Flight Deck's Q because it has the fighter jet, which is kind of cool. But look at those rides and then look at anything at Universal and you tell me.
Does Universal have a little bird cage with a bird in it where it disappears on your second, or it appears on your second lap? That's impressive.
How many of you guys actually knew that? Because this is the first time I'm hearing about
I like theming. I like storyline. I'll take the bird that's not in the cage and then it's suddenly in the cage.
But just like they don't like the hotel, they don't care about theming either. We want bigger, taller, faster, longer.
And I agree. We want bigger, taller, faster, longer hotels.
Marriott's canceled.
Fine, we'll build it on the other side of the parking lot. Everyone can just park across the street.
Yeah, put it over there. Put it over there. Put it in the field.
Oh, man.
Our theming isn't even as good as Cedar Point's.
Our theming is better.
Where's the themed music? It's just Taylor Swift when you walk around.
Yeah,
where's the cowboy?
There is nothing wrong with Taylor Swift. You watch your tongue there.
Nothing wrong. we were walking into Wonderland's parking lot, and then there was a car and there were fans, and they were rolling down their window, and they were like the most Vaughn teen fans, and like this black BMW, and they're like, "Yo, what's good?" And they started blasting Taylor Swift.
Yeah, I felt like I was hate crime there for a second.
But they were jamming. It was pretty funny. Anyways, sidetrack. We don't even have the best theming in Cedar Fair, Brendan.
We have better than most. You want to be Carowinds with your little fry shop? That's literally
Carowinds has Fury, and they have Aeronautica Landing. They have like a gas pump and
there
a
needs to be
airplane.
studies into you. What is your obsession with Fury? Like,
It's a great ride. It's a great ride.
Leviathan makes sense because there's a story.
There is a story.
Fury, what's the story? Is this the story?
Fury is just better.
Fury, Alpine Fury? Yeah.
What's that? Not open yet.
Okay, we gotta get back on track. We derailed. This is a derailed podcast.
Yeah, this is a derailed podcast.
Okay, so 2027, 2026, and 2027. What do you think 2026 is?
I think it's not exactly what Kings Island is getting, but it's very similar to what they're getting. I know I keep talking about it or whatever, but I think we're gonna get what Kings Island is getting, and I think Carowinds is gonna get maybe like a log flume style ride, or something like that. And if you look at what when the merger happened with Cedar Fair and Six Flags, they announced a list of parks and what they are going to be getting in 2026, and they specifically said for Wonderland a water attraction, right? And I know we did a lot of research on that, and that water attraction kind of implies more water park style ride, right? As opposed to like a Timberwolf Falls or a log flume or a Whitewater Canyon.
Yeah, I'm gonna talk. This is the part where having some people in the industry, Moosehorn Falls was built to house another water slide. Its infrastructure literally was built to house another water slide, so it doesn't have it on it right now. So when you're
the pump house,
yes, exactly. So when they're building it, they're not asking them to design that tower to house a specific water slide to be built 4 years from now. It's something coming
that they already know.
Yeah, and what better way you plan it right after your coaster edition because it's a slightly cheaper thing. So I could totally see that being the main attraction for 2026, and then Splashworks getting a little facelift here and there. That little water park right in front of the wave pool needs to be upgraded. That's probably going to be a part of it. But I think I've been saying that along with the hotel for just as long.
Wow, it's okay. The hotel's not coming.
You know what? When it opens, I better get a free ensuite.
Yeah, when it opens, yeah.
It better be, and Chicken Palace better be in there. But I definitely don't think we're going to be seeing any flat rides for a while.
Good.
I think that we're going to have our water slide and maybe a little kids thing for 2026.
Which makes sense.
And to just further talk about that, guys, I know Grace in my interview, because this was a huge thing we were talking about too. We were like, well, Grace said that there would be more about Time Warp later this year.
Yeah.
But that doesn't imply that the announcement is about our 2026 ride. It could literally be the start of a teaser campaign for 2027. It could be like, like they put up a sign. It could be anything. Wonderland literally just acknowledging it. You have to understand, these parks say things to catch a little thing. Like, think about how many times Cedar Point has fake teased. Oh, guys, we have a big announcement on Monday, and then it ends up being like a restaurant. Like, it happens all the time. So you can't always take what they say as like, oh, that's 2026. And that's something I have to remind myself of too.
And the thing is, like, let's say in 2027, we actually are getting a really, really big roller coaster, right? That's not something you can keep a secret for that long, right? Because the construction on something really massive, like, let's say, Alpine Fury size, Leviathan, Behemoth, Yukon size will start earlier. And I'm sure the park is probably going to want to get ahead of that.
Yeah, sorry. Someone just said water attraction is the hotel pool.
Marriott's don't have that.
You're going to get an email from Marriott. Oh my God. I wouldn't be surprised if anyways.
Nothing against Marriott. I just...
Yeah, you better take that back. So with that being said, this is what I wanted to talk about. If it was something like a log flume and it's a record-breaking water attraction, right? Let's play devil's advocate here. We're getting a record-breaking water coaster or water attraction that's in the dry park. We would have seen construction start already. There would have been more signs. There would have been markers like Carowinds.
It's probably record-breaking for Canada.
Yeah.
And not
But
the rest of the world.
Like log flumes, they use up a lot of concrete.
Yeah.
There's a lot of footings for that. There would have already been signs. There's not a single footing marker anywhere. So it's just it doesn't align with 2026. Like we would have had to have started seeing something.
Yeah.
With that being said, we are gonna have to start seeing something even for a water slide in the next month or two. Like they're gonna have to start on that, even though most of the work's done.
Well, when did they start showing actual signs of
For Moosehorn?
Yeah.
Pretty early. I think it was Halloween Haunt, if I'm not mistaken, the year before.
Was it?
I think so. Guys, you might know better. When did I start covering Moosehorn Falls construction? I swear it was even before the park closed.
Just Moosehorn
Was
opened
really
very
delayed.
late.
There was a lot of issues.
Yeah.
I mean,
A lot of issues
Ishmees.
recently.
2023, yeah. Was it in fall or even summer? I swear I covered it. I
They
swear.
had
even-
markings and
Yeah.
stuff in the summer, but oh, you know what? It was towards the end of 2023 because there was like equipment back there.
Yeah.
Yeah. They started doing footings,
And they upgraded the electrical back there, the pump house that can.
like
So-
power half the water park.
I'll give you guys a little conversation I had with someone literally in the industry. That pump house that was built behind Moosehorn Falls is enough to house like water for like an entire water park, by the way. And I was explained to me in great detail what kind of water attraction would need that much water. And I think it's obvious. A water coaster. It requires so much water. I had it an exact number of how much like a water coaster and electricity, by the way. They take a lot of electricity and a lot of water. So to me, all signs point to exactly what Kings Island got, maybe slightly bigger than what Kings Island got. That's
When
right.
did Kings Island? I don't think.
I
it
thought
will
that
be
was
bigger
hitting
than
you
King-
hard.
Yeah, it was hitting me hard actually because I don't think it will be bigger. But Kings Island, when did they start construction on it? Because that would be a pretty good timetable to follow.
That's a good question.
Can someone?
I don't care about other parks sometimes, so I like lose track of like some of these timelines. But that's a good question. That's something I should know because that would be helpful.
Like if it is similar, it doesn't need to be the same, but it would probably be the same like structure and timetable.
Yeah.
So I'm sure that's something we could probably figure out.
So again, that's part of the reason why we're heavily leaning towards water park versus other attractions. To rule out another thing, because this was another huge possibility, because Whitewater Canyon hasn't received as much love as Timberwolf Falls is getting. Like Timberwolf Falls is getting even more work right now in preparation for its opening. Whitewater Canyon seems to be like even they just do little patchwork.
They did the water. They turned the waterfall back on in 2023,
Yeah.
and that was like the last thing they did to it.
We got Carowinds' boats. I know that.
Yeah.
And so just to put that into perspective, again, playing devil's advocate, it's not anything to do with Whitewater Canyon either, because it wouldn't be opening this season if it needed some sort of massive upgrade,
Like a
right?
$5 million refurbishment.
Yeah. So that wouldn't be opening this year either. So you can rule out, in my opinion, and probably Surya's opinion too, right? Whitewater Canyon restoration or renovation.
no log flume.
No log flume, because that's those how you guys should, the amount of footings and the concrete, just like the basin. Because I can't see Wonderland going down the plastic basin route. They
like
would
the
go down the
fiberglass,
fancy,
yeah.
like shoot the rapids concrete route. And
I don't think it'll be shoot the rapids either.
no.
Because that failed miserably.
What do you mean? Everything's great.
It was a 5-year success story.
It was literally just meant to be open for 5 years. What are you talking
Oh
about?
yeah, $10 million.
So, and then you again, just refeeding this information into you guys so you understand why we're talking about these things. So you're not just like, oh, blah, blah, blah. Moosehorn Falls structure, queue line. You guys have to remember that queue line's massive for that ride too.
And it's already kind of out there, like by Behemoth in the middle of nowhere.
Yep. And the sign can house more signs like Moosehorn Falls, blah, 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 Blast Racer. There's literally a section for another water slide at the top of that tower.
Beaver Dam Blaster.
Beaver Dam Blasters. And halfway
There's
through,
your
there's a little
beaver.
beaver with a dynamite
Yeah,
thing.
there's your beaver.
You darn screwed up.
Y'all turn back now.
Oh man. Why is Alpine Fury Station so small in terms of length, but so big in terms of? Oh, okay.
The trains are small. The trains are short.
Yeah, it's literally a 3-train thing.
Yeah, it's not like, like a Thunder Run train or a Behemoth train that's like, 100 feet long. Not saying that's how long those trains are, but that's exaggeration.
Just trying to read some of your comments here. So I think it's pretty obvious. Just to help get you guys in the direction that Amusement Insiders is going to be reporting on our future is water park for 2026. I think it's pretty obvious. Obviously, we could end up being wrong, but I think.
Well, it's definitely water park something, and this is a stated, proven fact from Six Flags themselves. So it's water something.
Yeah. And then 2027, I think that Wonderland shifted plans again because you saw the attendance report. Canada is no longer most attended seasonal park, and it's not even second most attended seasonal park anymore.
It's not even the most in the chain.
Yeah.
Kings Island, I think, overtook us.
Kings Island and Cedar Point both overtook us. So
I don't know if we can compete with Cedar Point for a little bit because Top Thrill 2, I think those numbers are going to be very inflated this year.
yeah, but losing it last year to a struggling season where the ride wasn't open, that's embarrassing. So
Still made a lot of money on merch.
no, I'm saying embarrassing for Wonderland.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because that season was rough for Cedar Point too.
That was, yeah.
So like Wonderland is in a safety net phase where they need to stop the bleed
and bolster their lineup and attract more people.
Exactly, and they did a lot of surveys last year, guys. That's in direct response to a lot of those things. And I've quickly learned, I think I've clued in, that Six Flags and Cedar Fair, they don't survey actual rides that they're going to build. I think they survey concepts and ideas and throw in some crazy... Like, you really think they're going to build an upside-down launched mock extreme spinner with a tower? Like, do you really think that's true?
No, that's not. I don't even know if that's possible. That's what Six Flags Great Adventure is getting.
You got to read in the lines in those surveys, and that's what they're surveying for. I think that they survey, like... the concept, like Blast Coaster, that's all they were surveying. And they put those ideas out to the manufacturers, and whoever bit. So
came up with a good design or a design that Wonderland thought was good.
Yeah, got it. But yeah, so I think 2027 is going to be a really good year. Again, luckily for us, the struggling attendance does work in our favor right now. Because, yeah, they got to stop the bleed. What do you think will come in 2028 and 2029? Oh man. After 2027, another water park slide.
No more flat rides.
It's probably going to be kids in 2028. But
they don't make
that's
any money
like
for the park.
Yeah.
We need thrill rides. Scream and Swing. I would take a Scream and Swing. If anyone wants to see Time Warp's old sign, just ride Behemoth. It's underneath the brake run.
Fun fact, guys, and this isn't meant to sound shady, even though it's going to sound shady. Alpine Fury with its 2 trains can pretty much do the same capacity that the current B&Ms pull at Wonderland with their current operations.
No comment.
So you might be a little worried because it's 2 trains, but like the current B&Ms under the current operations get pretty darn close to what Alpine Fury is going to do. So, like...
Leviathan. I personally think they should have put 3 trains on, but I guess if their setup is good and you don't need loose articles and no seatbelts, you can just go. Checking restraints without seatbelts is 10 times faster. I will give you that. Like,
yeah.
It's just a push and pull on the lap bar. You don't need to dig around for a seatbelt and verify anything. It's just push, pull, go.
But it's funny because you're the one that actually pointed this out to me. Why can't they add 3 trains? Something about the brake run. Explain.
Yeah, so the brake run is a little bit too short to accommodate 3 trains, but the other thing with the brake run is if you look at what type of magnetic braking fin they use pure copper, right? And there's 2 types of eddy current brake fins that you can use, 2 types of reactive metal, and that's aluminum alloy or pure copper. And aluminum is less reactive than copper when it comes to magnetic fields, so it will still slow down, but it will be more of a gradual slowdown, right? But copper is extremely reactive, so that will be like almost like a punchy stop, like, wow, you feel that. And that's done because those trains are going to come flying into the brake run, probably with quite a bit of speed. So the brake run doesn't look long compared to like a B&M. However, when you factor in how long the trains are, it is a fairly long brake run, and coupled with all copper reactive brake plates, like brake fins, yeah, that's going to be a lot of braking force that you're going to need, which again implies the train is coming in fast. And if the train is coming in that fast, there is no more physical room to put a 3rd train.
What are they building on the Thunder Run platform? An elevator.
For people with attraction accessibility passes.
Mindbuster will be #1 ride at Wonderland this year.
That's, I don't know.
Bullshit!
Not #1, but it'll be better than Yukon Striker.
Guys, I forgot to tell you the tea before Wonderland opened. I promised them tea before, if you remember. I had something to tell them about something new about an old ride at Wonderland. Do you guys remember? I told you I was going to tell you. The heartbeat has returned to Thunder Run. Did you guys listen carefully when exiting down the exit platform? The heartbeat's back. I meant to tell you guys that before the park opened, but then I think we skipped that podcast because the technical difficulties
crashed. That is what happened. Barbecue also crashed.
You mean that ugly exit? Yeah, but the heartbeat's back. That's like what? That's from like my childhood.
Nobody cares. We want Tom.
What? Guys, that's iconic. Come on.
That's one of those nice little touches to detail that only Wonderland knows and can do. Type thing.
Yeah, so when you're walking off the ride and going down the exit, listen carefully. You'll hear it. Boof, 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 boof. It used to scare me as a kid.
It's probably just Guardian faulting.
Oh. Where's the photo at Open Fury, by the way, at the exit? I actually see signs of one. I can't be sure because, again, the drone. Do you guys now see what I meant by the drone doesn't do Alpen Fury justice now that you've been in the park? For those of you that have been in the park, do you know what I mean by the drone does not do Alpen Fury justice? So, again, it shows you the perspective. So I see something. It looks like it's going to be at the pullout of the double inverted top hat. There's one footing, but there's a chance it could be a lamppost. So I can't jump to conclusions, but I see evidence. I don't see evidence anywhere else.
The cameras and on-ride photos are usually put at either level sections of track or that are slightly banked. Like, obviously, you can't take a photo upside down.
Yeah. My guess is if it's not there, it's in the launch tunnel. And that's all I could really see where it would
that'd
be.
Be a strobe effect, yeah.
Yeah.
That'd actually be a cool place to put it.
Yeah, because they do that on Top Thrill, right?
They do, on the final pass.
Yeah, the head shoppers are absolutely insane on this ride. What about the fire effect? I've seen zero evidence of any work on a fire effect for this ride. And I think the park just wants to get this ride open. They're already booking their media event, by the way. Anyways. But, yeah, I see no evidence of the fire effect on Alpen Fury. And I feel like the park is in a rush to get the ride open. So unless it's like it's being designed off-site, it's something that they're just going to like clip to the mountain. Although you need to like fireproof the crap out of that. And I've seen zero evidence of that. So I really think the park...
I'm still a little skeptical about a fire effect.
It's going to be like a cloth.
Yeah, like
with
one of those
light.
little candles from Temu. Just...
I have a feeling the park is working on something, but it'll be something that they like.
It's gonna be a confetti cannon.
Can you imagine? They just have a guy that stands there. Oh, I got the timing off.
Or like a mister or something. That'd be kind of cool if they had like mist when you're blasting out of the mountain.
Yeah.
You know, on a side note, when Yukon Striker first opened for the 2019 season, during that Halloween haunt, they put 2 red lights at the bottom of the drop and a bunch of fog machines in the drop. I don't know if anyone remembers that. And it would fog out of the tunnel, and the whole tunnel would be foggy and red lights, and it literally looked like you were dropping into hell. Like that was actually one of the coolest like experiences ever. And I don't know why they stopped doing that, but it would be really cool if they could bring that back, because that was genuinely cool, like literally dropping into the earth.
Yeah.
That was really random.
What was it? They could, yeah. I'm sorry, I'm just reading some of your comments, guys. They could just use a lighting effect to create that effect as well. Make it a water canyon. Festivals often use it. Is Elfin Fury going to have a statue just like Leviathan? I assume so.
Well, Leviathan statue is the best statue.
Yukon Striker is the best
What
statue.
is it? What stacks a water tower?
It's
literally a water tower.
And it provides water to all the animals in the area.
It leaks. It leaks.
Yours is a
termite
trash
damage.
bin. Yours is a glorified trash bin.
It's not a
It is
trash
a glorified trash bin.
It's a nice seating area, and if you're on a hot day, you have very fresh, clean water that you can splash on yourself.
You want
Or
to
the
splash
people
that
that-
water on yourself? I'm pretty sure someone's thrown up in there. Wash your face in it. I dare you.
Yeah,
I'll wash my face in Yukon.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Under all the drips and the cracks in the wood.
I'll gladly. I dare you to wash your face in Leviathans.
Maybe
Let's put this in the test.
Real fast. Sometimes the water is green. Oh, by the way, have you seen the Wonderland coaster skyline? Leviathan is green,
You guys, you could buy parkscapes of the park skyline.
but Leviathan's not the right colors.
Hold on. Let me get my... Ogre's got to get up. Give me a second, okay?
Oh, this is gonna
take a second.
Everybody, hold on. It's gonna be a
Whoa!
oh. Can we please talk about why Leviathan is green?
Nope. Okay, there we go.
Not that much help in Fury coverage.
What? Oh. These are $41 before tax, but if you have a Prestige Pass, you also get 20% off.
Of green Leviathan.
No one cares.
Leviathan's Wonderland star attraction. Without Leviathan,
I thought it was Dragonfire.
Go to
Like
Wonderland.
there.
Yeah, where's Alpenfury? I can't see it.
it's right there.
Yeah, can we cut that part out to make it more accurate?
Yeah, right? I told Surya the same thing. I was like, what if this is their hint at Leviathan's new paint job?
Meanwhile, Behemoth. Can we fade Behemoth a little bit? Are we going into a Q&A now?
I guess we're going to a Q&A,
Yeah.
right? Did we miss anything?
2027, Water Park,
Water Park,
Minebuster.
Minebuster,
Hopefully opening day.
yeah, hopefully. They're laying down the steel track now.
They're running rail.
Yeah. Oh, they put the trains. Oh, you'll have to watch my construction update today.
My beautiful hairline.
Oh, someone asked, are they going to patch up the holes in the mountain? Yes, they already are. They've started.
Yeah,
Which I thought was weird because B&M supports, they sway a lot.
They don't sway a lot. There's some supports that do sway, but not like at the base of the connection. That's flexural stress. It's perfectly normal, and B&M does it really well. When other manufacturers do it,
Do they
it's
do
not so
supports
good.
really well?
They do supports incredibly well.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. 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 That was Premier Supports.
They're great. They're great.
Yeah, so are B&M.
They were just touching them up with paint.
Yep, yep.
Touching up with paint for you as well, I guess.
Yeah.
Ordered a whole new
Whole
one.
new one. Record shipping.
They paid that FedEx Express.
They put it on a plane and sent it right over.
What happened to Jake? Jake is at a ride of, or like a arcade event.
I'm so sorry if you guys watch this later. I'm not laughing, but when I found out, it was pretty funny. I have to be honest.
Oh my
I
god.
was a little low key salty.
They're at a little park event. When are you posting your update? Well, as soon as this podcast ends, I'm going to get my suitcase with my drone, plug it into my computer, and start editing and get it up. If I had to guess, it'll probably be up around 10:30, 11 the latest. What? Oh, I should just...
Oh, there
I
goes
killed
Mickey
Mickey!
Mouse. That's what happens when you talk about theming.
Kill Mickey! How close is the top hat to getting finished? Well, you'll have to watch my construction update. Help in Fury repair. Help in Fury repaint. Yeah.
Is Superman Tower coming down at Magic Mountain? No, it is not. They said that for the 2025 season, Lex Luthor Drop of Doom is still going to operate. But eventually, I could imagine the tower will come down at some point, maybe in a few years. But for this season, it is not coming down.
What is your drone model? It's a Matrice 4. It's very expensive. It's more expensive than most used cars.
Is Alpine Fury going to have neon lights when it's dark out? I don't know if it's going to have neon lights, but maybe it'll have something. But a dark launch is kind of nice.
You cannot watch the update if there's no video yet. Yeah, I gotta make the video after this podcast. Any plans for Dragonfire? The thing's eventually gonna get removed. But Wonderland doesn't seem to like to remove coasters.
Do you know a fun fact that when Arrow went bankrupt, SNS bought them out, and now SNS takes responsibility for all the old Arrow roller coasters? It's kind of cool. So if there's a park that has an Arrow and they need replacement parts, they actually contact SNS, and SNS has a division dedicated just for old parts for Arrow roller coasters.
Do you use your drone for anything else? Any other work? I use it for here. I use it for Santa's Village. I've used it for a couple of construction people that have messaged me to like come out and film them doing some construction work privately for them, just them. Yeah, it's essentially it right now. I care a lot about this channel. A lot of people don't really see that. A lot of the money goes back into the channel. Like if the drone was super expensive, the amount of gas, a brand new car, and I already racking up miles on her. She's at 17,000 kilometers already.
Period. They should remove Leviathan, Behemoth, and Yukon and replace it with Teacups rides.
Period.
That sounds like Brendan's dream amusement
Period.
park.
Not for profit channel.
That is correct. Smile, Brendan, smile.
Oh,
My straw's disintegrated.
should have voted for Pierre. Oh man. I need to try making a 200 channel. What? How is Wonderland maintaining Sledgehammer? I don't think we can talk about that.
Yeah,
really.
no. Sledgehammers are a very good attraction. Best flat ride at the park.
All right, guys. We'll give another like 5-10 minutes of asking questions, and then we'll wrap this up. Are they going to make the Mountain Falls full power? I've been told that the pump system was upgraded, so
I know maybe all the falls will return.
yeah.
Except on a windy day because the water kind of blows away. Could you imagine riding Alpine Fury and then getting waterboarded at the top? And the water turns into steam and you like boil like a lobster.
Spinnovator's new paint job is tacky. No, I love it. I could get it. Like, if it was all neutral colors, though, it would fit in better. But it would also just
You look so
plain.
sad right now
Because I love it. It's beautiful.
I think they're gonna paint it with a non-stick coating. Yes, Alpine Fury will probably roll back on the first time the train ever launches. It'll probably roll back quite a few times on purpose.
Is Alpine Fury ready before opening day?
Nope.
No. No. Nope. 3 countries and pavilions you would add to World Expo. Japan, for sure. I loved the Aztec theming from back in the day that they had. Japan. Why are you looking at me like
I was going to say something, but I can't.
I don't know, maybe something from Europe.
India.
I mean, they could go down like the culture of Wonderland and literally do like. I think I would prefer Japan, Europe, something from Europe, maybe France,
Or Aztec, yeah.
Dutch to resemble that old Dutch mill, and Aztec.
I wish Wonderland would get a world record-breaking coaster like Cedar Point has. Me too.
If they removed Behemoth, they could build like a
if they
Red Force.
Why does everyone
They
say
could remove a Red Force. I mean, they could put a Red Force thing there.
They should just remove Yukon Striker.
Why are you defending Behemoth?
I don't know.
Behemoth takes the best straightaway.
I have certs of Behemoth. It's the only chance I get of working at a B&M. They need to update Action Zone. What's wrong with Action Zone? It's a great place. Fantastic place. Remove you?
3 non-coaster rides you want to be removed.
Oh, that's Soaring
Go-karts.
Timbers. I don't maybe Riptide. Because I don't think that ever works. And
Go-karts.
go-karts. Yeah,
Yeah,
gotta get that out of
yeah,
there.
Sledgehammer.
Whoa. Sledgehammer is a one of a kind. That's not going anywhere.
Lumberjack is good. Nightmares is good too, guys.
Maybe bumper car. No, every park needs bumper cars.
Swap Yukon Striker and Valraven.
Oh, there's an idea.
Oh my god, you don't even like Valraven.
There's an idea.
You gray out on Yukon Striker.
Gray out on Valraven too. I think, you know what a really good idea is we should get a wing coaster. You should get rid of Alpine Fury. And
Normalize leaving Yukon alone. Yes, Mary. Period.
Yukon. When Leviathan is hauling, Leviathan's the most intense of the park. That first
Agreed.
curve.
And then Alpine Fury is about to open. Alpine Fury,
Is it about to open?
You.
I'm sorry.
On Monday.
On Monday.
On
yeah,
Monday.
What's going to happen on Monday, Brendan?
It's gonna open. It's gonna open. Brendan left Yukon alone all last year.
Yeah, he did. Ask him what the most ridden ride of 2020. What was last year? 2024.
Whitewater Canyon.
Whitewater Canyon. Wow, high intensity thrill ride.
Alignment Fury. Be careful, guys.
Might get some emails.
You might get some emails.
The Prestige Lounge was the most ridden ride. Yes, it was. How many Coke Zero cups are in this room right now?
There is no reason to to look beside you while you roll that up.
What is this? What is this? Can I have one? I finished all my Coke Zero. Thanks.
I have a problem. Oh, but you know what? It's gotten me away from sugar.
It has, and it's
gotten
worked.
away from me
It has
from
worked.
sugar.
We fit in Alpine Fury. It's not warm. It's actually quite nice and chilled.
Siren's Curse is getting a sound and lighting package. Must be nice.
Must be nice.
Shane, I agree. Drinking warm pop should be illegal. I get a nice big glass of ice and I pour it over top.
Yep.
Caffeine free though. That's because that's my nighttime one.
You have daytime ones and nighttime ones.
Not just
It's night. Guys, this is a nighttime Coke Zero. Wow. It's because it's a nice shiny gold can. Good job, Brendan.
Oh my god, where's my mic? Day and night pop.
Open Fury should be called Budget Fury.
If you could go to either Cedar Point or Wonderland, which would it be? Well,
Cedar Point.
This is controversial coming from me too. And I haven't even been on Top Thrill 2 yet. With Siren's Curse and Top Thrill 2 this year, there's definitely no competition.
Did you see the year though?
I only saw the points.
I'm very athletically, guys. I am an actual athlete. I go, yeah, you did. I wonder why. He doesn't face the pop. He's statusing in the chair.
Oh my god! I almost blocked Blackout Coasters from the channel 2 by accident.
My blood pressure.
Wait, Blackout Coasters, can you type something? I just want to make sure I didn't mute you.
Guys, my straw is falling apart.
Okay, no, you're good. You're good. Oh my god! I literally. Controversy. Trying to think.
Can you talk about flight deck? Flight deck is very rough. There, talked about. What would you add to LaRonde in the next ride? LaRonde's tricky because they're not allowed to build higher than the bridge. So not much you can add there.
So unfortunate. Can you imagine your theme park having that kind of a restriction? I would Joker the bridge.
Leviathan's Camelback would be illegal if it was at LaRonde.
Yeah, I think Alpine Fury is 100% going to be the best ride at Wonderland. What would you add to LaRonde in the next 5 years? Someone responded, a for sale sign.
For sale?
That's savage. LaRonde needs
Goliath
to be turned into a zoo.
Oh. Goliath is 10 feet shorter than Leviathan's Camelback.
Unfortunately, flight deck's not getting removed. Siren's Curse or Alpine Fury? Alpine Fury.
Probably Alpine Fury. Yeah.
Americans will say Siren's Curse, which is fine, but Alpine Fury is...
The correct answer is Top Thrill 2.
Shut up.
Cedar Point did it on purpose.
You know what? I'll take that opinion, though, over anything else. That's the Surrey I remember. None of this... I swear to God, if he gets me on Gatekeeper on this trip, you guys remember my commitment? No B&Ms on this trip.
Oh, I didn't get what the...
Not a single
I didn't
B&M.
commit to that. What?
No B&Ms. We are going to go from Maverick to Steel Vengeance to Top Thrill 2. Maverick, Steel Vengeance, Top Thrill 2.
I can live with that.
Okay, good.
That's pretty good.
Okay, awesome. After about 2 rides on Steel Vengeance, my thighs will be... or I'll be like...
But what if I'm passing out and I need to go on Gatekeeper to relax?
You guys might actually see a change in my channel, by the way, on this trip. I might change to Park Hoppers. What is it?
Plus size.
Plus size Park Hoppers. That'll be me at That'll be me at Cedar Point after I status on Steel Vengeance. Marineland. Nothing yet. Nothing yet. Okay, we'll do 5 more minutes. 5 more minutes. I think I said that like 10 minutes ago.
You did say that. My feet stink, by the way. Yours do too. They do.
Are you okay?
No, they do. I've been smelling them all the time. It's not bad. You get used to it. But it's just an observation.
I can't. What are you doing? This isn't your TikTok.
I'm sorry.
You didn't tell you.
I didn't know. I didn't. I was had a kink in my back, and you know what I mean. I had to stretch. Y'all get that, right? Like, oh, look at that angle. Oh my god.
Oh my god. I need a therapist.
Me too.
I need a therapist. Oh. Alrighty. Coaster Bay, I just almost banned you by accident. A little off topic there, Syria.
No, it's just an observation, really.
Oh, Syria, breathe. Oh my god.
I'm breathing through my mouth.
I'm crying if you can't see, guys. I literally have tears coming out of my eyes.
Breathing through the mouth.
Feet insiders. Iron Gwazi or Steel Vengeance? That's a good question to ask you.
Steel Vengeance all the way. Iron Gwazi is disappointing.
I went to ride Skyhawk at Cedar Point. It's a really good ride.
It is a really good ride.
Wildcats or Steel Vengeance?
Never been on Wildcats.
Really?
Really?
What happened?
What do you mean, what happened?
I thought you went last year. Oh.
I haven't been to Hershey Park since 2023.
Okay, we're going then. Because I have an opinion of Hershey Park that I don't like
It's a
it.
great park.
And everyone loves it, so I want to change that opinion.
Blows Wonderland away.
So let's go. This year we are going to go.
Hershey Park. Hershey Park.
Yeah, the podcast is completely derailed. So on that note, we're going to end it.
This is because we didn't have our producer here.
This is what happens when Jake's not here.
not here.
Jake's going to watch the podcast, and we're going to be in so much trouble.
We're just going to tell him to stop at like 50.
It's been a mess the whole time.
Yeah, it has been a mess the whole time. You're right, but they love it.
He's literally going to watch it, and we're going to be in so much trouble.
Like,
no one send this to Jake. Like, no one send this to Jake. No one tell Jake to watch the podcast. Nothing.
Jake is going to be upset.
He is going to be upset. We are in so much trouble.
We are in a lot of trouble. This is
We're
why
not going to hear the end of it tonight.
Without him.
Oh, no.
Oh, my days.
Guys, Jake yells at us.
He actually does, and he gets very upset
Yeah.
behind there, and he eats Chipotle chips and queso.
Yeah, if you guys
in
could
front of
see it,
us.
behind this setup is like a whole seat where Jake like has his office, and he manages the comments, and he eats food in front of us while we're doing it.
Yeah, literally.
And he lectures us. Like he'll
Like,
literally
he'll snap and he'll say, "Read the comments. Read the comments."
Or like tell me, like he tells me where to put my mic, and then he'll yell at us if we get off. But it works. It's super helpful, and now he's gonna be mad at us.
Now, yeah,
we're in trouble.
Sorry, Jake.
And he tried to get us help too, and then we declined. Okay. It's true story. You think you were joking?
It is a true story.
People
Every day, every time we do it, he's back there snapping at us, and then afterwards he gives us a disappointed face, and he has like a notepad of stuff we did wrong.
Yeah, literally.
And he's like, "Next time you guys gotta do this, this, and this," and I'm like,
He takes away.
do we ever listen to the things he said?
He takes away our food if we don't listen.
It's true, yeah. But no, he feeds me sometimes.
Is there a video today? Yes, there will be a video today. All right. Ain't no way. We do laugh, and then I get in more trouble.
Yeah, and then he's like, "Guys, they're laughing."
No, Jake's great for the channel. He really is. Honestly, he's helped the channel a lot. He's very strict though. People think I control the channel, but Jake is the secret little weapon of the channel.
Producer, yeah.
Yeah, literally. Like
He gets upset. He comes in Discord and says how upset he is.
I'll be at Wonderland, and he'll be like, "Brendan, did you film? Did you film the shots? The vertical shots? Did you get that?" And I'm like, "Oh." Check the server, Brendan. Oh, no. Oh, no, 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 no. Luckily, I think Jake's busy right now, so he won't see it. How's Up in Fury? Will you post? A construction update will be up in about an hour. I have to quickly edit it and get it out.
This is true.
All right. Surya.
Brendan.
Nice haircut.
Thank you. You can really see my Millennium Force hairline.
It still looks good.
Thank you.
Alrighty. We are going to go back in Discord and edit the construction update.
This is true.
Period.
Good podcast.
Good
podcast.
Jake's gonna
Jake's
disagree.
gonna-
We're in so much trouble.
We have
All right.
fun podcast.
Bye, guys.
Bye.